All right, up next we've got two questions that are so similar we're going to combine them. So we had Terry from Ellijay, Georgia, and Robert from Waterloo, New York, ask questions about sitting down. So I'm going to read Terry's first here. So Terry said, I need some advice. I'm a paraplegic and my accuracy isn't great. I use the same anchor point every time. I can hit a Coke can just about every time, but I miss the ping pong ball just about every time. I don't quite understand what I'm doing wrong unless my chair is moving. All right, and the reason we thought these were together here is because Robert said here, I would like some guidance on how to shoot from the sitting position. I'm 75 years old and a disabled veteran. I can stand and shoot for a while, but after a short period of time, the legs just give out and I have to sit down to shoot. I've tried to replicate as much as I can from the shooting position while I'm seated, but would like to make sure that I'm doing it the right way. I'm not certain, but my guess is there are many older shooters out there that are sitting down to shoot and not standing. Thanks for your insistence. All right, guys, so you're both shooting from a seated position. So whether you're shooting from an upright position or a seated position, all the mechanics are going to be the same. You want to make sure that your frame holding hand, you've got your frame parallel to the target so that the forks are not canted. You want to make sure that you have a consistent anchor point and, more importantly, a great release. Now, whether you're standing or sitting, all of those things are going to be the same and they are not going to change. So if you need to sit down, great. If you need to stand up, stand up. Standing or seated, all the fundamentals are the same. So with that in mind, make sure that your release is as clean as possible. And the best way to see that, you guessed it, shoot some paper. So shoot paper, see how your groups are doing. If you start seeing flyers, take a look at your form. Make sure that there's nothing wrong with your equipment. But it sounds like you guys have been shooting enough to recognize that there is some consistent accuracy available. It's just tapping into it all the time is the trick. Well, the trick there is to understand where your missed shots are happening. One of the first places to look will be your release, and one of the best ways to see it is on paper. So get out there and shoot the paper, whether you're standing or seated, it's all the same. Focus on the fundamentals, and you'll be there. Thanks, guys.